Okay, so today let us go for trigonometry function and its graph. So obviously you may need to know what is sine x, how does the graph of sine x, cos x, and tangent x looks like. Okay, so furthermore, let us proceed. Okay, so I hope that you still remember to get how does the sine x graph looks like. Okay, basically it will be like this, right? From 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this is pi. Okay, so again this is y equal to sine x. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, now apart from this, you need to know what is the amplitude. Okay, this is amplitude, or how big or how large actually is the wave goes on, right? The wave. Okay, so for a whole wave of it, so this is called the period. Okay, one whole period. Okay, so let us proceed. So amplitude is the maximum value plus minimum value divided by 2. Okay, so period is 2 pi as I mentioned. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so you need to remember how to get the things in. So how does the cos looks like? For a cos, you have this, right? You have this. Okay, so a full period. Okay, so again this will be the amplitude. Okay, for y equal to cos x. Okay, so after that tangent. Okay, tangent will always have the asymptote. Okay, so you never touch on the line. Okay, now this is the things that you need to remember. Transformation of trigonometry function. So basically we will come across sine and cos only, okay, for your syllabus. So A here refers to the amplitude, okay, then the B, then the C, okay. So let us do it one by one. Okay, at the same time you need to remember the formula as well. So as I said, amplitude, okay, will be absolute A. Okay, meaning to say that you will be always positive. Okay, always positive. Okay, for period you need to remember it will be 2 pi over b absolute. Phase you will have c over b absolute. Okay, now period should be okay, but you must be careful on the phase. Okay, phase here means that it either shift to the left or shift to the right. Okay, so you will be shifted to the left if your c is positive. You will be shifted to the right if your c is negative. I'm sure this is very logic. Why? Okay, so if for example, remember, let's say that you have plus 2. Let's say your c is positive. Okay, that c here means that c is 2. Again, this is positive value. Okay, you can see, obviously, if your c is positive, you will be left shifted. Why? So remember, yes, you are actually obtaining the negative root, right? So because negative, so shift 2 unit to the left. Is that okay? So same goes with if let's say you have x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, if your c here, obviously your c is what? Is negative 3, right? With negative value. So always remember, so this is like the same thing that you obtain the factor, right? So this is positive 3. So meaning to say that you are shifted 3 units to the right. Okay, this is very logic. So what you obtain, or what is the things? Same thing. The position here, the negative or positive symbol here is just to determine the position. Okay, you just scatter the value as usual. Is that okay? So do remember you need to get the 3 formulas in. Okay, you need to remember the formula. Okay. Let's try on the example here. Okay, so as usual, always have a habit, okay, to highlight what is your A. Okay, in this case your A is 1, your B is 3, your C is 0. Okay, means no shifted. to the left or to the right. Okay, so write down what's your amplitude, write down the formula. Always have the 3 basic step formula. Okay, substitute. Okay, substitute your a in, so it's 1. Okay, absolute 1 is 1. So always have the 3 basic steps: the formula, substitute, answer. Okay, so how about the period? Okay, yes, get the formula in, 2 pi over b absolute. Okay, so substitute in, so 2 pi, your b is what? Absolute 3. Okay, so you have always positive, so 3. It's okay. So coming up next, okay, phase shift. So you have shift over b absolute. So since your c is 0, okay, that's why your answer is 0. Okay, I hope you understand. It's very clear, right? Okay, so let us proceed with the second one. So as usual, highlight. What is your a here? -1. What is your b? 1. What is your c? Pi over 2. Okay, so substitute your get your formula. Absolute a is, substitute in, so absolute of -1 is always 1. Okay, so your period, 2 pi over b absolute. Okay, so substitute your value, 2 pi, your b is 1, so you have 2 pi. Okay, I'm sure okay with this, right? So again, phase shift, get your formula, c over b absolute. What's your c? Your c is pi over 2. What's your b? Your b is 1. So it means that you have pi over 2. Okay, so since your c is positive, so what does it mean? Yeah, so you will have shift to the left. Yes, exactly. Okay, or I always advise my student every time. Okay, every time you see c is positive, right? Straightly write already at the side of it, just write down left, because somehow students may forget the conclusion later. But if we see that you have actually named it beside of your c, then we will give full answer as well, I mean full marks as well. Okay, so please have a habit to highlight, okay, what it is. Okay, let us proceed again. Okay, highlight your a. In this case, your a is 2, your b is 1, your c is negative value. Okay, just always remember, when the time you highlight the value. Okay, so the position you just replace with left or right. Okay, your symbol is just replace with the position. Is it okay? So continue. Okay, so absolute a. Okay, so equal to, just substitute in, equal to 2. Okay, so after that, 2 pi over b absolute. So 2 pi over, your b is 1, so 2 pi. Okay, after that, c over b absolute. So your c is pi over 3, your b is 1, so you have pi over 3. And don't forget, yes, your conclusion, so shift to the right. Okay, so others two you may just try yourself. Okay, this one, so as usual, just write down your a, b, and c. So okay. Okay, so that's the part for amplitude, period, and phase shift. Okay, so just write down A equal to 2, B equal to 3, C equal to pi over 4. And don't forget to replace your symbol with, yes, with your position. Okay, that is right. Okay, after that, just proceed. Absolute A, absolute 2 equal to 2. So 2 pi over B. So 2 pi over 3. Okay, then C over B. Your C is pi over 4 over with 3. So you have pi over 12. Okay, and don't forget to write shift to the right. Okay, again, A equal to 1. Yes, exactly, because this 2 here is to show what is to show the, yes, shifted to up or down, right? Yes, correct. So it doesn't affect on the amplitude and the period here. Okay, so continue. Your B is again 1, your C is pi, again your negative, you replace with the position, exactly. Okay, so continue. Absolute A is 1, 2 pi over B, your B is 1, so you have 2 pi. So C over B absolute, your C is pi, your B is 1, that's why you have pi. And don't forget to have your conclusion shift to the right. So that's it for to identify your amplitude, period, and phase shift. Okay, so this session basically is just to identify what is amplitude, period, and phase shift. So next stage we will go for some of the solution together with some construction part. Okay, or the sketching part. Okay, thank you.